everyone and welcome to BrickCats. My channel is for anyone who enjoys custom LEGO creations, likes saving money, and or those looking to get into custom building. If you're a fan of my channel or are interested in supporting what I do, please consider liking this review, subscribing, or leaving a comment. Each like, subscription, and comment helps others find my channel, and I greatly appreciate your support. Like my X-Wing comparison video, I'm sure I'm not the only one that has built all of these Republic Gunship models, but I do think I'm the only one that has documented their thoughts on them extensively. I'm going to continue keeping things positive, generally avoid direct comparisons, and focus on the areas I think are most important to someone looking to make a decision between all of these excellent options. I believe all of these models can appeal to someone depending on their preferences or what they want out of a model. I'll link to my in-depth reviews of these gunships below in the description. I'm not going to do a full price analysis, so any pricing information is using the default parts list from the designer without any substitutions and only using Bricklink. The price will include shipping and tax according to my Bricklink results. Your mileage may vary of course, but you can at least get an idea of what you're getting into. For a more in-depth pricing analysis, be sure to watch the full review. So with that in mind, let's get started in alphabetical order. 2Brick's official gunship instructions came out in February 2024, and to me the main selling point of this model is its overall structural stability. This is by far the sturdiest minifigure scale gunship I know of, and 2Brick's designs models to be handled and played with. For a ship with a shape as complicated as the gunships, this is quite an accomplishment. While all four of these gunships do look amazing, 2Brick's does not actively try and avoid studless construction, but that does not take away anything from the visual appeal of this model for me. Pretty much every detail you can think of is included, from handles on the doors to the color blocking surrounding the missile magazine on the top. There's also a nice play feature included as well, and that's the rotating magazine actuated by a small knob on the left side of the model, which is very well integrated. Instructions for 2Brick's gunship are excellent. The instructions are actually in version 2 at this point, and version 2 is an incremental improvement on an already good instruction set. The build goes at a nice pace, and it took me about 7 hours with pre-sorting into the major categories beforehand. There are instructions and a parts list available for a great looking stand for free, which does add a little bit of cost, but it's definitely worth it. The gunship and the stand total 2,547 pieces and 523 elements. The gunship measures roughly 15 inches front to back without including the length of the cannons, at about 17.5 inches with the cannons, 16.5 inches wingtip to wingtip, and tops out just under 11 inches off my table on the included display stand. Off the stand, the ship is about 6.5 inches tall. Without any substitutions for the gunship and the stand, in late September 2024, I was giving 7 stores and $278 without shipping and tax, or about $339 with shipping and tax. At the time I'm writing the script for this video, a Clone Wars version of the gunship with a fully enclosed troop bay is in the works as well. The instructions cost $15 and are available on Rebrickable. Boosker and Nanorex's take on the gunship from January 2022 has probably my favorite construction in any of the minifigure scale gunships, and that is the Republic insignia inset to sit flush with the rest of the fuselage. This seems like a really small thing, but when you compare it to traditional methods of including the Republic logo, there's really no contest as to what looks better. The rest of the gunship looks great as well. The designers did not avoid studs on the exterior, and there's really great color blocking on the fuselage and the doors. The troop bay is completely open, and the two sets of doors marry up very nicely to each other with canon-accurate shaping. Also somewhat unique among the gunships I built is that I found this one is the easiest to put custom stickers on due to the construction of the front panels near the nose turrets. I did have a few issues with the instructions in their original form, but they are manageable, and experienced builders will not have any major issues with this model. There's an optional stand included with the instruction set, and I highly recommend building it with the ship, and together they require 429 elements and 2,727 pieces. The ship measures 14.5 inches long by 16 inches wide and 6 inches off the stand, or 9.5 inches on the stand. However great this model may be, you might want to wait on this one. While it is still comparable to the other gunships in this video, I did get in touch with Boosker, and they told me there is a version 2 in the works, so it's very close to being finished and released. Boosker said they were really pleased with the fixes they made with version 2, and I'm very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to seeing how the model changes. I will definitely be reviewing that model when it comes out. Boosker removed their version 1 instructions from Rebrickable because they said they wanted everyone to get version 2 when it comes out. Pricing should be similar to version 1, for which I was getting just 4 stores and $272 without shipping and tax, or about $315 with shipping and tax. Instructions should also be similarly priced, around $24.99. Rich Boy J's gunships came out in October of 2021 and come in 3 different color variants. The surface of the ship is entirely studdless, and this is the largest model of the 4 I'm covering, measuring 17 inches long by 19 inches wide and 11 inches tall on the stand, 6.5 inches off the stand. What was most impressive to me about this model in particular was just how large the troop bay is, and that it's very sturdy even without a center support column. It's very well done and really impressive when this model is stuffed with clones. In addition to having 3 variants, the Clone Wars version you see here with the enclosed troop bay, the Episode 2 version with the side turrets, and the Mumulus color scheme in dark blue, this is a very entertaining model to build with lots of cool techniques. The instructions are generally very well done. I didn't have any major problems with any of the steps, and there are some helpful pointers where you need them. This model is also surprisingly durable for such a big ship. You can pick it up without worrying too much, and if you hold it the right way, it should be fine for light swooshing. Rich Boy J's gunship with the plain stand requires 404 elements and 3,564 pieces. There is a Geonosis detailed stand as well. And from Bricklink I got 8 stores and $292 without shipping and tax, or about $368 with shipping and tax. To buy the instructions, you do need to contact Rich Boy J directly at the email below, and they cost $25 for one variant, $30 for 2, and $35 for all 3. Thomas Jenkins' gunship released in October 2023, and as of September 2024, BrickVault is distributing the instructions. This is definitely the most intricate and challenging build of the 4 models, and as you'd probably expect, there's a nearly studdless exterior and really great parts usage. My favorite detail on this model is the oars on the missile launchers to create an elongated cone shape. It's a little tricky to get these connections, but I do have a video on how to do that fairly easily. The gunship measures roughly 15.5 inches front to back without including the length of the cannons, about 18 inches wingtip to wingtip, and sits about 10.5 inches off my table on the included display stand. Off the stand, the ship is about 7 inches tall, and the cannons add 3 inches of length for a total of 18.5 inches. Instructions and the parts list for the stand are also included with your purchase, and the model in its current version requires 485 elements and 3,360 pieces. When I ran the Bricklink algorithm on the updated parts list, I got 6 stores and $410 without shipping and tax, or about $471 with shipping and tax. Instructions cost $35.99, and as always, you can take 15% off the price of the instructions with my discount code, CATS15, if you haven't used it already. My code stacks with the various sales BrickVault frequently runs, so keep that in mind as well. I do receive a small portion of the proceeds when you use my code, so thank you very much to all of you who have supported me so far. Clearly, all of these gunships are incredible models, and there are only a few differentiating factors, which really kind of defeats the purpose of this video, but oh well. I need to stress that all of these models will look great on your shelf, so visually it's really splitting hairs in my opinion. If you're new to mock building but want to build a custom gunship, I recommend 2Brick's Officials model. Not only is it the most forgiving in terms of the instructions, it's also by far the most stable of the group and is nearly as sturdy as a playset. If you want screen accuracy, I think the Thomas Jenkins BrickVault model is the clear choice. Just be aware that it is the most expensive and the most difficult to build. The end result is totally worth it though. If you want a Mumulus gunship, then there's only one choice of these 4, and that's Rich Boy J's. I don't want to take away from his other models because they are also excellent, but as I work on the script for this video, I'm not aware of any other Mumulus designs in the works for the other 3. And if cost is an issue, then I need to mention that you'll save money on all of these models using the Brick Hunter extension to buy elements directly from LEGO's Pick-a-Brick service. I've got a video on how to use that. The amount of savings is typically pretty significant, usually at least 20%. For specifics on part substitutions, you can check out my full reviews of these models, and these will also save you some money. That said, the least expensive models of the 4 are Boosters and 2Bricks, with the caveat that Boosters has the revision coming out very soon, and we don't know the exact price yet. Price-wise, without any substitutions for the vanilla parts list, the approximate pricing of each model is as follows. Finally, I wanted to explain why I didn't include BrickVault's version 2 gunship designed by David Buchholz, who recently took ownership of BrickVault. I built and reviewed this gunship in October 2021, and at the time it had little competition in the minifigure scale space. However, since then I think this design, which is still very good, has been surpassed by the 4 models I'm featuring here. For example, the top fuselage doesn't widen from bottom to top, which is a detail that to me is very important to the gunship's appearance. This model is also available in 3 configurations, the Clone Wars, Episode 2, and the Mimos version, and the instruction set is very good. Thanks as always for watching my gunship comparison video. If you built any of these models, you have something to share that I left out, or have a question about something I didn't cover, please leave your thoughts below in the comments. I am very conscious that subscribers are earned and not deserved, so if you enjoy my content and want to see more, consider subscribing, leaving the video a like or a comment, or follow me on Instagram if you haven't already. Thank you, and I hope to see you back next time.